You are very welcome to this, the Bitcoin Tarot podcast for the 6th of April 2018 with me, Cosmic Conroy. Last week, the cards told us that the devil was coming down to Bitcoin and everything was terrible and it was only going to get worse. And then, sure enough, the price plummeted down over the whole week until now it floats at around the value 6666. I think even the devil himself would be forgiven for excusing us an A+ grade. But will the devil remain in Bitcoin, or will the price recover? We turn as always to the cards to find out. I will be doing my usual 4-card spread with 1 card representing the past, 1 card representing the future, 1 card in between representing the current moment of Bitcoin, and a final card representing a current overall meta state, a sort of reason why the timeline exists. Our first card represents the past 7 days in Bitcoin, and that card is the 9 of Cups, happiness. Seems a strange card to represent a week that felt more like a terrible siege than a joyful party, but it does normally represent more like a joyful party. The card has cups that are overflowing with the intoxicating joy and the life of vitality. A strange card. Perhaps we will understand it better when we've also read the next card. Our next card represents the current moment in Bitcoin, and that card is the Queen of Wands. The Queen's a very powerful, self-determined lady. She knows what to get and how to get it. She sees an opportunity where there is an opportunity, and I think she's probably encouraging us to see the last 7 days as an opportunity, a buying opportunity. Bitcoin has not been this cheap in a long time. Perhaps we should be happy that Bitcoin is on sale. Our next card represents the future, the coming 7 days in Bitcoin. And that card is the 5 of Swords, defeat, treachery and betrayal, being stabbed in the back, all our plans coming to naught. It seems that the cards are telling us that if we see this as a buying opportunity, it will not lead us to good. But why is that? Why must happiness and opportunity lead to defeat? We'll turn to the last card to find out. Our next card represents a reason why all these things are true, an overall meta state of the Bitcoin project and of the reading. And that card is the Prince of Discs. There's an actual bull printed on this card, but you'll notice the bull is constrained. The prince has him under control. The prince is determined but patient. He puts in the time needed for a project. He will be successful, but maybe not today. The cards appear to be telling us that if we look upon the past 7 days as a buying opportunity and try to seize the opportunity and cash in, it will lead only to defeat. Instead, we must bide our time and wait for the bottom. Unfortunately, that's the end of this week's reading. I'd like to do a more in-depth discussion on some other things than price, or perhaps talk about some alt currencies, but alas, I can't take the time off work. And so to the fundraiser. This week we've had no extra donations. I suppose that in a bear market like this we can only expect people to be tight. This means that Ethereum is still in the lead and we're still 2% of the way towards our target. If you'd like to make sure Ethereum stays in the lead or to support your own coin, then you can donate using the following addresses. We have a Bitcoin address, of course. If you send cash there, we'll do a reading based entirely on Bitcoin and ignore all of the other alt currencies. We also have an Ethereum address. Ethereum is currently in the lead, so if it remains in the lead when we reach the target, I'll do a reading on proof of stake or some other Ethereum issue. Coming up in second place, we've got etc., a plucky little offshoot from Ethereum. They will not be switching to proof of stake. And finally, there's a Bitcoin Cash address. If you hate the conspiracy and want to make sure that big blocks win, you can donate with Bitcoin Cash and we will dedicate some time to that particular currency. So it's all still to play for. Only 2% of the way to the goal so far. Remember, if you can't pay, you can always like, share and upvote. And whether you think that you're going to take advantage of a buying opportunity or whether you think you're going to bide your time. Until next week, may the Bitcoin bless you.